Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel, and if it's your first time here, my name's Diana and we talk about living a gluten-free and vegan plant-based lifestyle. I've been gluten-free for over 12 years and I've been vegan for almost a year. So we have a special treat for you on today's video. A lot of you know from watching some of my other videos, I used to work for Chipotle. Check out my old school Chipotle swag. Anywho, so yeah, we have a special treat for you today. So one of my favorite items at Chipotle is not only just the guacamole, but their Chipotle Honey Vinaigrette. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, you need to go to Chipotle immediately and ask for their salad dressing, the Chipotle Honey Vinaigrette. It is the bomb. However, when I went vegan, I did not want to eat their dressing anymore because it's made with honey. I know, it's out for debate a lot for some folks, but most vegans don't approve of eating honey. That's a whole nother topic for another time. Just Google it. In the meantime, I'm actually going to share with you the real deal Chipotle recipe, fresh out the recipe book. We're going to veganize it today, so we're going to swap out the honey. We're going to make a smaller batch. But if you want to make the true recipe, they actually have modified it now. It makes about 29 to 30 little souffle cups that you get on, when you get your stuff on the side. When I worked there, this is the recipe I made because it only made like 12 to 14 cups of the little sides. So I don't really want 30 cups of dressing, mainly because 1, it's fattening. 2, there's a lot of sugar in it. And 3, I don't want to be eating this every day, obviously. So, and I don't want it to go bad. So we're just going to make a smaller batch. I'll put my recipe version with the smaller batch, and I'll put the original Chipotle recipe version with the honey in somewhere, macros. I'll list it on the screen for y'all. We'll also put the nutrition facts based on 1 serving that Chipotle has on their website, on their nutrition calculator. I want to make a statement. You may have seen other videos. I don't know if they're accurate or not. I promise you, this is the real deal, straight out the recipe book. I would not lie to you. This is one of my favorite recipes. I know a lot of my friends love this too, so you're in for a treat. Stay tuned.
A few moments later.
Okay, guys. So I have my blender. If you don't have a Vitamix, that's okay. You can use any kind of blender will do. I just happen to have a Vitamix, so this is going to make my life a lot easier. These are all the ingredients. Ignore the bananas in the background. We're not adding bananas. So they use, over the years, they've changed their oil at Chipotle. So they use rice bran oil. I mean, I guess if you wanted to go to the market and try to look for that, you could. It's oil derivative from rice, believe it or not. We're just going to use some old-fashioned olive oil. You could use flaxseed oil, canola oil, I guess vegetable oil if you really wanted. So you can pick your poison on that. We also have some good old-fashioned adobo. The only problem with this one is there is some sodium in it already. So when we go to add the salt, we are going to kind of maybe tweak it back a little bit because we want to make sure it's not over salty, because that would be horrible. Black pepper we're also going to add. We're going to add some red wine vinegar. Generally, you want to cut fresh oregano. I'm just going to use some dried oregano seasoning. And then Chipotle does use fresh oregano, just for the record. And then, yeah, most people are going to use this guy, which we haven't used in a long time. Honey, right? So that's what the original recipe is going to have. We're going to use blue agave nectar. Honestly, it tastes the same to me. So that's your choice if you want to make it the original way, or if you're vegan and prefer to do it with agave or syrup. I guess you could use maple syrup too. That's what I recommend. So yeah, these are the, how many ingredients is this? We got 7 ingredients. So it's a 7 ingredient recipe, super easy. There's just a few tricks when making it, and you want to make sure that you do it correctly. Otherwise the dressing will not come out right. So let's get started. All right, guys, so this is what I used to make when I worked at Chipotle a few years back. It's going to make 11 of those little cups that Chipotle gives you, 22 ounces. So these are the 7 ingredients you'll need. You need 1 tablespoon of adobo paste, 1 tablespoon of fresh cut oregano leaves, 1 to 2 tablespoons of kosher salt. Please taste accordingly. Half a teaspoon of black pepper, half a cup of red wine vinegar, a third of a cup of honey is what Chipotle uses. We're going to use agave, or you can also use syrup, and 1.5 cups of rice bran oil. Alright, so we're back with our bowl, and we're going to add the dressing on the bowl, and the rest will go in here. I recommend grabbing one of these every time you get your food from Chipotle, so that way you can have an exact measurement of what they're supposed to give you. It's about half this cup. This is a 4-ounce cup, but they only give you portion size is 2 ounces. Alright guys, and this is directly off their website for how many calories and the macros for the Chipotle honey vinaigrette dressing with honey for a 2-ounce portion. Let's taste test. So, delicious. Spot on, guys. Okay, so we're going to try to pour like half a cup. In there. And then the rest will go in here. So good. Alright. So the only thing you gotta remember is that sometimes, because it's a vinaigrette, it will separate, so you can just shake it up again. But this is the best part. I don't even use all of it sometimes, guys, just because it's a lot, but let's give it a taste. Alright, time for the taste test. So let's get some rice. I got sofritas today. I actually tried it again the other day for the first time in a long time. I thought it was so good, nice and spicy. Plus it's gonna give me extra protein, so I actually got it again today. But I didn't know the guac was extra because they count this as meat. It's okay. So oh my gosh, it tastes so good. It tastes just like the dressing. Alright guys, so I'm going to put the nutrition for the Chipotle honey vinaigrette for a 2-ounce portion. And then I'm also going to put their recipe if you want to make 30 cups with honey. And then I'll put what I made as well on the screen. So you can see all 3 differences. If you like this video, comment. If you haven't already, subscribe. And as always, stay driven.